Hi, beautiful people. I hope that you had an amazing Wednesday. Well, are having an amazing Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. And all that good stuff. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah. So I have a lot to talk about, but I don't know even where to start, you guys. I am definitely living my very soft life. Thank you. Welcome, new subscribers. I got a bunch of y'all that subscribed off of my, my videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. So over here, all right, I got this. Shakra King Black, how are you? Tell me, I got a hustler and muscular. So you guys, sometimes I'll see something on YouTube that I can use as a story time or as a teachable moment. So we're gonna talk about some things. How you doing, hustler? It's good seeing you. So I'm living my soft life for a lot of reasons. When you fix one part of your life, and I'm fixing one part of my life. Hey, Charlie Sinden, moderator. Y'all see this smile? I'm gonna tell y'all why. Let me greet y'all. Yes, I'm living my soft life. And despite what's said in the stream, this is just a check-in with you guys. You guys, if you need a link, just ask for it because I am just checking in with you. So whenever I'm doing a check-in, ask for a link because I don't really have a strict topic. But okay, so there's some things going on the YouTube net where I could talk about it. But before I talk about it, there's a couple of things I want to get into. First off, so I'm back into my app, the I Am Sober app, because we got to do that first, okay? And I use this app to keep track of my days because I only count the milestones. All right, so we know I hit my 2-year milestone. We're going on year number 3. Hold on, I need to see where I am today. I know I'm at 700 and something days. God, I got locked out of this app for a while. Okay, I can't find it. My progress just says, anyways, I'm at 700 and something days. Where is my? I can't find. Oh, this is gonna. But y'all want to see how much money I saved? Look at this. Okay, honestly, even though this app only says $31,000, honestly, it would be somewhere around 100,000 altogether with the 20-year lifespan. So, 20-year span that I was addicted. But from the time I started this app, I would have saved about $31,000. Damn. So I have to think about stuff like that. So as I'm doing this soft life stuff, I'm very transparent with you guys. I want you guys to know how much money I'm saving, not just on the drugs, but getting toxic people out of my life. I'm very, very big on managing my stress because stress increases cortisol, which increases belly fat. And I think that so many more women need to manage their stress. They're walking around all big bellied when they shouldn't be. And that's why they're mad at every other woman that's trying to improve their life. There's nothing wrong with having belly fat and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you manage your health and your gut health, then I think you guys would be a lot happier. Now, I said all that to say there is no reason. All right. So using it in context. Hey, Lady Sparkle. There is no reason. Hey, Styles with Tisa. Tisa, I was looking at your channel the other day. I don't want to get sidetracked. I was looking at your channel the other day. There's this other lady that was talking about fashion, and I went to your channel. I don't know how often you post because that's something else I'm working on is my fashion sense and stuff. But I'm very bohemian. But I have been checking out channels that talks about fashion and mental health. Okay, so I'm living my soft life. And it's interesting that a lot of people bring me up whenever there's a certain storyline. Okay. Even if it has nothing to do with MU, and then when I respond, it's, she's playing victim or she's making everything about her. No, the problem is there's a bunch of bitter bees that's on this app that love bringing up misunderstood. And really, 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 as they're talking about misunderstood, I've been busy leveling up and doing what I need to do. And I think that as women, we should really be more supportive over each other. I do not believe in a sisterhood at all, because what sisterhoods do is if you do not fit into this mode, let's exclude this sister and let's feel good about ourselves. And it's usually women that want to change their lives, or maybe you're on a weight loss journey, maybe a friendship fell apart because it wasn't working out for you, and everybody's like, no, you need to be friends with that person, and you're like, no, I'm closing my space. I'm protecting my peace. So sisterhoods are really designed to exclude each other. Now, I don't know why women have these problems, and I'm going to speak to you guys candidly, but I know that my biggest haters and the biggest people that come against me are the people that look like me. Not look like me necessarily, but are my skin tone. Why can't, listen, I clearly am cleaning up my life. So I don't understand all these people that want to send me these links. Don't take it personal, you guys that send me links. I ain't talking about you guys. I'm not talking to my moderators. Listen, about, oh, so-and-so is talking about you over here and over there. Because let them stay in my past. Let them reminisce in my past. Let them remember those days when I was taking care of them, when I wasn't well, and they had all this commentary because I had a lot of toxic shit to talk about, and I brought my subscribers on some roller coaster ride dealing with all these people that they knew wasn't good for me, that I didn't see at the time that was in my life. Let them talk, child, because if they want to collect the dime, they're going to bring up something about misunderstood. But what I don't appreciate is people that think that I care and they want to bring that mess to me, because what you're going to do is get cursed out. That's what's going to happen. I am celebrating 2 years of sobriety. I'm getting ready to go back to college in just 4 weeks. So I'm going to finish my psychology degree. And I'm going to look at my chat in a second, y'all. I'm finishing my psychology degree that I started years ago before the pandemic. I studied psychology for 7 years. So I'm going to finish up my, I took other stuff in college, but I'm finishing up that degree. And I'm doing so I'll be on my way to get my associates and then my bachelor's. I already did all the work. I need 2 more classes for that. And then I'll go on to the bachelor's program because I need to finish that degree in psychology. And I'm taking more classes in drug and alcohol counseling. So I'll do that at the same time. And then I'm not sure exactly what's next after that. But right now that's good. And people that are sitting around on these panels for, somebody sent me an 8-hour live stream. I'll be damned if I go through that live stream to see what somebody said about me. Thank you, but no thank you. Okay, I don't care. I simply don't care. And that's because I have found a way to maintain happiness despite all of the shit I've been through. Been through some painful stuff. Not ashamed to say that, but the painful stuff I'm talking about when I was younger, like growing up, and what led to me being addicted. So I'm pretty strong and confident to sit here in front of you guys and say, you know what, my life wasn't perfect, but I'm trying to make it so I can live a life in peace. That's it. Now let me look at my chat. Did y'all get anything out of what I said? You can't worry about what everybody says about you, because they're always going to talk about you, especially if you're leveling up, especially maybe you're married or you have a good man or a man that supports you or whatever. And women could be very vicious and catty with each other, but I'm here to support you guys. I'll drop it to y'all chat. I'll let y'all drop y'all links and shit like that because I'm secure with myself. Okay? We're going to speak specifically about a person. Now, before we get into the commentary, let me greet my chat. It's kind of too late for me to greet my chat because I went off into a rampage, y'all, but I'm excited about life. I am so excited. Okay, I was looking for Tisa's comment about her channel. Thank you, Charlie. Hey, Lady Sparkle. Hold on, y'all. Child, leave my guy. Nah, you have the boho thing going on. Find your style. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure when Tisa posts, but I'm not sure. Maybe I missed it. I'm sorry. I have to look at the comments later. But I do love that bohemian lifestyle. What's good, Chopper? I think we got real ones and fake ones, and it's hard to decipher the two, but you keep the real ones, throw the fakes back to the streets. That's right. I wanted to talk about, hey, just Andrea, there's 2 things I want to talk about. I have to go look at the chat. All right. While all this stuff is going on online, which I'm going to get into, I'm going to obviously talk about the situation with Krista. All right. I don't like to really, I haven't been in the sector like that, but because there is a history with the people involved, I will touch on it they call her BBW, and it's a sister BBW. Okay. I'm not understanding the issue, but before I get into that, let me just ask y'all a quick question. Did you guys hear about the 3 black men that were kicked off of I think it was American Airlines? Have y'all been following that kind of stuff? Hey, Nate, did y'all hear anything about that? And how some people are talking about it was racial. I know that American Airlines sales, I think, is down 20%, something like that. and they've had racial issues before. I'm wondering, so there's 3 black men, right? If y'all haven't heard the story, let me know. It's 3 black men that was trying to board American Airlines, and they got kicked off for their smell, allegedly. No, not allegedly. This is what happened, but I'm not saying they smell. This is what they said. So they got kicked off the plane, and now they have filed a lawsuit against American Airlines. And looks down for heaven said they stink. Style says, I haven't posted videos lately. I was are you okay, Tisa? I didn't know. I'm sorry to hear that. No. I'm not giving commentary about that, NJ. Okay, I'm not gonna give commentary in the way you think. I understand what you're saying. I'm not interested in anybody's relationship. It was 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna show you this for educational phrase purposes only. Let me see if hey Sebastian, let me see if I have this set up. And those are the kind of things, I don't know if I have it here. I might have it. If I have it set up, I'll play it real quick and then I'll get into the commentary. Just give me a chance to collect my thoughts. See if I have it. They said they smell. Yeah, but I don't know if you caught that, Andrea, where they said that there was actually, hey, Denaya, there was actually 8 of them that got kicked off, but 3 of them are suing. Hold on, let me share this with y'all real quick. Please don't let me get a copyright. Oh, damn. Do I have it here? Hold on. Let me pull up the article. I think I have to do that first. Black men. All right. Let me see if I can get it. I have it right here. Let me show you this for educational phrase purposes only. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Lines today alleging they were victims of racial discrimination. I want to show you some video of what happened here. A group of men rounded up on the jet bridge after being temporarily removed from that American flight from Phoenix to New York.
Hang on,
according to the suit, they say airline employees suggested that a complaint about body odor is what prompted their removal. The men say that was not true. They sat down with CBS earlier today.
As I got my things and walked to the front of the plane and made a left to the jet bridge, I noticed that there was 7 other.
This is for educational phrase purposes.
Was like, okay, what's happening here?
I want to bring in Emily Aketa now, who's got more on this. Okay, so what was happening here? What are the allegations?
So I'll say this, I've got the lawsuit here with me. It's certainly not mincing words here, accusing American Airlines of blatant and egregious race discrimination. And of the 8 men who were all black, who apparently were forced off of the plane, 3 of them are now suing, and you're seeing them on your screen. Alvin Jackson, Emmanuel Jean Joseph, and Xavier Ville. By the way, they did not know each other before this January incident. They weren't sitting near each other, and they didn't even learn about why they were being asked to get out of their seat until after the fact. They learned that there was a complaint over body odor, and I think we had gotten our hands on some of the cell phone videos of the incident, and you really, their sense of disbelief and confusion and frustration is really quite palpable. You can hear comments like, we're the only ones getting taken off the plane, look at us, I paid for the flight just like everybody else. Here's more from their interview with CBS.
It's almost inconceivable to come up with an explanation for that other than the color of their skin, particularly since they didn't know each other, they weren't sitting near each other. It seems fairly apparent that race was part of this dynamic.
So after they were forced off of the plane and they were
and again, the complaint allegedly was body odor. That's why
body odor, and they said that that was not a thing. So, well, then they were let back on the plane, and they ended up taking the same flight back to JFK, and it was just an hour delayed. So.
What does American Airlines say about all this?
Yeah, so one thing I will point out is that there are a number of airlines that have policies around body odor. I was looking on American Airlines website, for instance, that says to ensure a safe environment for everyone, you must be respectful that your odor isn't offensive. But again, the lawsuit alleges they didn't have body odor, and they also pointed out that this appeared to be all black male passengers. All of the black male passengers on the plane had been asked to get off the plane. American Airlines sharing this statement with us, we take all claims of discrimination very seriously, going on to say our teams are currently investigating the matter as the claims do not reflect our core values. The lawsuit also goes on to say that they do not believe this is an isolated incident. They point out in 2017 when the NAACP issued a travel advisory against American Airlines, warning black passengers of a recent string of what they said possible racial bias incidents. That travel advisory had been lifted some 8 or 9 months later, and the airline had invited the NAACP to tour their headquarters. So,
Emily Aketa, thank you for staying on top of this one. Keep us posted.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
All right. So if y'all didn't see it or hear about it, you heard it here. I don't know. Wait, where are you guys? Can y'all see me? Oh, there I go. Now, why can't we talk about shit like that? Okay. Now, I don't know. Now, I looked in the comment sections in these articles. Now, in the comment sections of these streams, right? Was they racial profile, Andrea? I don't know. How you doing, Trinity? I don't know if I said hi. It's suspicious that when it's all black men, that's a problem for me. You know, Andrea, I agree. But trying to look at both sides, I mean, I do find it suspicious. Now, it was 8 of them, all black. And I don't know. They were let back on the flight. So if they did have a problem with the body odor, then how are they on the same flight? Because there is a policy, if you have a strong smell, and I have seen this with a guy, to me, he looked homeless, I can't say. When I was trying to fly, they didn't let him on the flight, and he was a white guy, right? So I don't know. But the fact that, like Andrea said, they're all black, were they racially profiled? Or I don't know. But I can tell you the comment section was interesting. How if you guys looked at the comment sections, y'all would have been mad. No, Charlie, I don't think they did either. Hey, Bams, I don't think they did either. Hey, TC. But if you look at the comment section, then you would probably be upset because a lot of people, it just wasn't good. And I felt bad for the men that was going through that. Just think about the humiliation of it. And if you look at the guys, they look like well-dressed guys that definitely cared about their hygiene. But I'm on the outside looking in. And I was just like, American Airlines, I don't even know if I'm flying with American Airlines tomorrow, right? That was crazy. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that lawsuit, especially because they were let back on the flight. So did that kind of litigate the damages? I don't know. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Robin, member. So Terry says, hey, member, I haven't heard this story before. I rarely watch the news now. I'm watching the news because I'm following this damn, I like the news, okay? But I'm following the trial with Trump. And until July 11th, when he's sentenced, you know, I'm going to be very tense these days. I'm following that trial. I want to know because it affects the election and stuff like that. So I'm very interested in what's happening with Trump. But anyways, that's what's going on with that, you guys. And let me know what you think. Do you guys feel that they were, hey, Juicy, thank you, that they were racially profiled? I will follow that story because I'm interested. I had some experiences with American Airlines, but not so much myself. But they are a strict airline. So I don't know. Did you feel that they were racially profiled? Okay. He gets sentenced on my birthday, July 11th. You know, you guys, now listen, for all of you Democrats, nothing wrong being a Democrat. But I live in a town where, for me, it's beneficial to be Republican, okay? And even if I didn't live in a town, it was beneficial to be Republican. We're not doing politics. I ain't trying to get beat up. But you vote and do what's best for you. But I am following his trial, and my biggest thing is Trump is getting. Let me pin a link in case any of y'all want to. Looking at the chat. Listen, I am following his trial because although he was sentenced for the hush money and stuff like that, the biggest thing about it is they're trying to say that it interfered with the election. This happened in 2016. What happened to the statute of limitations? All right. He's the first former president to be convicted of. I just, a lot of them have been indicted, but he was convicted and with these felonies. And I just feel a certain kind of way about that. I just do. So am I emotional right now about it? I am. I wonder why we didn't start with Reagan or Trump, or remember all that stuff that Hillary did, even though Hillary, of course, not president, but at the end of the day, she was caught up in some controversy with those emails and the confidential emails and stuff like that. I do feel a certain kind of way about it. And these are the things that have MU thinking, what the hell is going on with our country? Listen, out here, minimum wage is down $20 an hour. You cannot spend less. Some of y'all are on the phone with me when I go to these fast food restaurants. Y'all know how much I be spending, okay, on groceries and shit. I probably clear, I don't know, I probably spend about, $800 a week for my son and myself on food. Speaking of food, I have my salmon right here that I'm eating. I do eat it with my hands with the salmon skin. It's delicious. It's tasty. But anyways, we spend a lot. And so there's a lot of things that's going on. $20 an hour. You go to a fast food restaurant and you have to order from a kiosk now. A lot of people are getting laid off. And I just think it's insane. Inflation and all that shit, and it has my mind boggled. Oh, let me pin that link. You guys don't have to hit that link, but I'm gonna get into what I was gonna talk about, even though Andrea, don't cringe, because this is gonna be short and sweet. Okay, pin message. I have a huge smile on my face, y'all. Damn. I just do. Y'all see my baby girl graduating from high school. My son felt so left out, so we had to do a little celebration for him. But proud moments. Is that what you spend, Mary? Let me see what y'all saying. Did I pin that link? Can one of my moderators see if I pinned it? Looks down from heaven, says, anyone that has flown from them planes are tight. Don't be near me in some sweaty jaws. Mary says, so looks down from heaven, are you saying that you don't feel it was racial? Mary says, I am following also. However, by working for district attorney office, you shouldn't be able to run. Mary, see, here's the thing. So it hasn't made him ineligible to run. I understand what you're saying, like you shouldn't be. I disagree for a lot of reasons, because I feel a lot of these presidents have committed crimes. You can't convict. I mean, you know, a sitting president, you can't prosecute a sitting president, right? So you have to, I understand waiting, but it's 2024. You're telling me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel that that's to stop him from running. So as far as him, now Trump said that he does not care if he goes to jail. That's what he said. But I think that everybody says that until those doors close and you're out of your comfort zone. All right. And that's going to affect him from campaign. You know, he's raised over 200 million for his campaign. So he's gotten a lot of support, and his supporters, I feel, are supporting him even harder now. But if he's in jail, obviously, how is he going to finish, you know, running? That will affect him from running, and then he's just done, and then no more Trump for presidency. What's his slogan? Make America great again. I always say just make America smart again. I think that we should start thinking for ourselves. Let me do that one. Sorry, y'all. Your girl got hungry. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry, y'all couldn't hear me. I read Juicy's comment. Black conservatives get a bad rep, and being called sellouts since our beliefs is different from the majority of Black people. Listen, we used to be predominantly Republican. The white supremacists was out of office. I don't really like talking about politics too much when I haven't freshly read up on it, but we used to be Republican, and then we were turned out to the Democratic Party, and we were in office. We were thrown out of office, and that was a really sad thing that happened in history. Because we've been struggling ever since. We've been struggling. And there's a lot of things that people don't realize, but we were majority Republican, okay? And no, I'm not a sellout, but I believe, I'm not for all these government programming. I believe in people making a livable wage. I hear $20 an hour is come on, it's an income, right? And at least in the healthcare industry, I know it's $16 an hour in the healthcare industry. Last year, they moved it up to $20 an hour. All right. So, all right, cool. I guess. We need to be able to govern ourselves and take care of ourselves. I believe in less government involvement in our lives. All right. And with that being said, there's a lot of debt to Blacks that need to be paid and all that stuff. So there's a reason why I'm a Republican. And it's not just because, you know, there's a reason why. And it's actually to benefit our people, you know. Thank you, Charlie. Hey, Zero. How you doing? Congratulations on you being a proud mom of a graduate, Terry. I'm so proud of her. How you doing? Nobody cares. Work harder. Thank y'all. I didn't know. Hey, Kimberly. One of the commission of court had a felony theft had they indirected him, he would have been kicked out of office. I sent someone to tell him to go back. Wow. Wow. From my poll, I'm fine, 0. I'm great. Tomorrow I go to the college to speak to a counselor to make sure I'm in the right mind, state of mind to finish my degree in psychology. And as an older adult going to school and someone that has struggled with addiction for so many years, it's difficult. I get a lot of anxiety, but I do believe in talking about it. I'm going to finish my goal, but I have to be very realistic on my anxiety and my mental health at the same time. I do think this is going to be good for me, but I'm doing well because I'm excited to finish my degree. It's something I always wanted to do, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm super happy. Now the Trump thing again is a big deal. I feel like it's already a historic moment, and we're kind of missing some of it. But when he was convicted, that was a historic moment. That's why I made those videos. All right, so that. And the American Airlines thing drew my attention because a lot of people like to say racism doesn't exist. Colorism, which is within our own people, doesn't exist. But apparently it's not the case when you look at certain things. I'm not trying to throw a lot at you guys, and I'm going to switch the subject in a second. But if you look at some of these cop videos, did y'all see where that police officer ran down that, hey, Trinidad, ran down that Black guy who was I think it was it robbery? I can't remember what his charge was, but it doesn't matter now because he passed away. He was driving down the car, was on foot, and a cop car hit him. Like they ran into him and he died from his injuries. And when he was down on the ground, they put their knee on his back. He's like, my back. They just ran their car into him. He hit like the side of the building or something like that, and then he hit the ground and he died from his injuries. So there's a lot of things that's going on. With that being said, let me switch the subject. Mary says, me, myself, everyone deserves a chance. A good president deserves for your excellent deserve. Okay, Mary, I got you. Now listen, I was over in Shelly's, that's Hutchinson, guys, if that's how y'all know her, platform, commentary today, whatever. And some things had come up, and I did kind of tear up the house a little, and I'm trying not to do that stuff anymore. I'm really trying not to do that, but it is what it is. I go from 0 to 10. Now, this thing with Krista. So apparently there were some people that was trying to tie me into that commentary, try to bring up my past or relationships and things that I have done. I find that quite pathetic. I think that when it comes to a woman, and this is why I said, I'm not going into those details. I told Krista how I felt about that. She goes by BBW. I prefer to call her Krista because that's how I met her. Listen, talking to some guy, whatever, it's online. And a lot of the people that are judging her, I'm like, okay, I understand some women feeling a certain kind of way, but we're not going to pretend like some of the main people judging her didn't do the same thing, because I remember when my relationship was played with. I remember how people cheered it on, and no one had a problem with my dude until he went back to me. Okay, no one had a problem with it. And to me, I feel like this. Women love to project on other women and talk about other women when they're doing the same damn thing. I feel like Krista is a woman that's very comfortable in her sexuality. She's confident, and sometimes we don't like that. And if you guys know her commentary from before, those are the kind of things that she used to talk about. I have always found her as a soft, feminine woman, and I feel that from another woman's point of view, number one, I'm too busy living my own life to care about y'all relationships. Now, I did get a message that Maya, the other person that was involved, had some words to say about me and stuff like that, but the live stream was too long and I didn't look for it. I tried for a second, and then I got so bored, I had to leave it alone. If Maya has something, Maya's the other person involved, if y'all don't know from the Black sector. Now, if you don't know these people, it doesn't matter. It's a teachable moment, right? So listen, another woman wanting to go out with somebody online, wanting to befriend someone, and everyone making it seem like she's doing all of this stuff. I say let these people live their damn life. I'm too busy living my life to even care. But the fact that it was brought to my attention, when Maya comes to mind, you know what? I came from over there in that sector. There's not really much you could tell me about her as far as her relationship, the back and forth with these people online. But when I think of Maya, despite whatever, I think about how when I was not well, she wanted to go with me into the, I hate to bring up anything that has to do with woods, especially y'all know They like talking about the cabin in the woods story with me. Okay. She offered to take me out to the woods to get sober. I'm a hiker. Hey, Miss Parker. So that's what I think about when it comes to Maya. Now, I don't understand how I became all of these crackheads and stuff on that panel with them. Because if you guys think for a second I care when people call me that stuff, nope. I don't give a damn. Talk about my past all you want, but these people are not in my life anymore. All right, I don't care. No one cared. Simply wrapped up, a lot of these people do shit for commentary. I'm not saying that that's Maya, or I don't believe that's Crystal's. That's not the case. I feel that the people giving commentary about it and trying to paint her in this bad light, because again, the main people that's judging Krista are the ones that did it themselves. And I was happy in a relationship. Okay. We're not going to talk about how that person wanted to interfere with what I had going on. Okay. I wasn't bothering anybody. Nobody knew about my relationship. It was very private until somebody wanted to go out with my ninja. And let me tell you something, side chick women, the guy's always going to go back to the main chick. Okay. You may borrow them. And some people don't like misunderstood, just because, let me tell you something. I'm a grown woman that has lived my life, but I do believe in being a soft, feminine woman. And, it's going to rub some people the wrong way, especially with my background and, drugs and all that bullshit. But that's my point is this. We want to judge some women harsher than we judge other women, even if that woman calling out Krista is doing the same thing. And it's not just with Krista. It's with any woman that has a past or whatever. You got a certain few that get a bunch of passes and they want to go around judging everybody else. Okay, look at me, right? I could do, no matter what I do on this app, it's like, let's look at misunderstood and judge her and make it seem like she's the worst person on here just because I cut off access, just because I've had a past, or I did stuff, or, oh, she used drugs. A lot of y'all motherfuckers judging me use drugs. Okay, some of y'all eating yourselves to death, shopping yourselves out of fucking house and a home. You're not taking care of your kids. You're not doing any damn thing. And let me tell you something. All you can say is that I was an addict and you met me at that time where I was not at my best. But I'm transparent. The only reason you guys know is because I tell you. Okay? Well, that's not the only reason, But it's very public. And the only difference between me and somebody else is that it's transparent and it's honest on these YouTube streets. But I have taken the time to show you that, look it, no matter what your past is, nobody cares. I'm just saying, no matter what your past is, you can overcome that past. So I feel good coming here, talking to a few of you, say, you know what? I did go through these things. I did some things that I'm not proud of, but look at what I'm doing today. So instead of me sitting here thinking about my past, all right, this is why I was telling Andrea not to cringe, because it's not really about anybody else but myself. Listen, instead of, there's always going to be somebody that's judging me and bringing up my past. But I had to look at how my life was being affected by my decisions and say, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling this way. And I had to change it. And the first thing I had to change was the addiction. And let me tell you something. You can use YouTube for a lot of things. At this point, I'm using it to study people's life, why we do things. And I'm telling you, some of these content creators are just, you applaud the ones that act the worst. It's entertaining, it's funny, but really, really, their lives are miserable. You are not a happy person if you are tearing down somebody else, if you are pointing out everybody else's flaws, because those people are the most sensitive and are hiding behind your flaws when they have their own flaws. So when I'm looking at Krista, I can appreciate somebody critiquing her, but I would appreciate it if it was somebody that didn't do the same fucking thing. I'm sorry, y'all. The same y'all know I'm a Christian now, right? The same freaking thing that she's done. Let it be somebody else, because my biggest critics are people that are high. Okay, people that are drunkaholics and shit, or smoked out of their minds. And I'm not judging, but don't you dare try to judge somebody else when you have the same kind of checker past. Now, actually, what we should do is celebrate when somebody want to change their life, because we celebrate women as women. They want to celebrate the most mediocre people. The ones that just barely, oh, I paid my rent today. We applaud them. You should be paying your rent. Okay, you should. Now, if you want to come out here and say, damn, I used to be someone that was a bum and now I'm not a bum anymore, I will applaud that. But if you want me to praise every little thing and pat you on the back, no, let me tell you something. It took me 2 years to finally be comfortable in my own skin. So what I was saying on S. Hutchinson, because S. Hutchinson was like, you know, we had a very real moment for a second, and we were talking about, hey Ricky, we're talking about like women that are confident. I had to fake it until I could make it. I did not always believe that I deserved a decent life, that I didn't have to be a people pleaser. I didn't have to do all the things that I was doing. It took a lot of damn work. It took therapy. Honestly, I didn't just wake up and feel that way. And it was interesting to hear Krista say the same thing. And she's like, damn, fuck that. I did the work to feel this way about myself. I'm myself unapologetically. And that's why I love my sis. I don't have to like everything she does. I love her for that reason. Okay. It took me a lot. And I'm sorry for some of the things that you guys have seen me go through. But really, I didn't understand. I didn't understand a lot. And I couldn't understand it. Because the first thing you have to do before you change your life is get rid of poisoning your life. For me, it was the drug. For me, it was, first it was cocaine. I don't talk about cocaine that much, mostly because that was easier for me to kick. It was the methamphetamines that really, really almost destroyed my life, right? So that's what got me. And once I got rid of that drug, y'all can't come on here trying to troll me. I don't give a damn. I am self-sufficient. All right. I'm just talking to the people that want to listen. It took me, you see how people try to get my attention, poor things. I don't mind the audience attention though. Fuck you. Listen, it took me a while to get that out of my life. And there is no way. Oh, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you. Thank you, Ricky. I see you. Sorry, I didn't open it. Thank you, boo. Listen, it took me a lot. All right. Hey, Z Sarah. And I'm not about to walk around here letting a bunch of people tell me I'm not worth it. Or when I try to talk and I see something that's not right and they want to tell me I'm playing victim because they think they're going to silence me or they want to gaslight me with that bullshit, you will probably get cursed out unapologetically. All right. Because I don't disrespect you. You don't disrespect me. And just because I did go through what I went through, I was there for a lot of people, but I no longer allow these people to use me, commentary wise or anything else. Everything they have is things that I did in my past. But today, as I'm working towards 2 years and 3 months. I can't go further than that. I can't go further than that. We still got to take it one day at a time. And that's what I'm going to do. My audience does not like when I revisit the past or I go and I start breaking down the beef in the black sector. If I want to know about the beef in the black sector, I will go to the beef in the black sector. Over here, I'm interested in people that, you know, I'm not interested in all that. We can have conversations. We can look at things from a different point of view to talk about it and break it down. I'm not saying I won't talk about things in that sector, but I more talk about it for clarity and understanding, trying to understand people and why we do what we do. Does that make sense? All right, y'all. Hey, Destiny. I've been here for 38 minutes. Y'all have any final thoughts for me? I hope I made some sense. So I can't care what everybody, hey, Ronnie, what everybody says to me and what they choose to call me. Even as of right now, when to jump into my chat trying to take away my confidence, you're not going to take away my confidence because I did the work to make it to 2 years. I'm very, very proud of that. My daughter's graduating. I'm about to get on a plane tomorrow to go on a little vacation. And everything is good. And I want to tell you guys that some of your biggest critics, as I wrap this up, are the people that are the ones that are judging you. And I'm speaking from a woman's point of view, are women that have been through the exact same thing. It's probably the same for guys, but I can't speak for guys. But it's the ones that's been through the same thing. And for some reason, we want to make each other feel so insecure and point out all of our flaws instead of lifting each other up. And you always have these women that want to pick the guy's side no matter what the situation and just shut the woman out. Listen, there's two sides to every story. People are allowed to live their lives. And instead of focusing on everybody else's life, we're going to give our commentary if we see it. That's not what I'm talking about. But when it goes beyond that, I heard Crystal's look tore apart and all these kind of things. I always hear my looks torn apart and stuff like that. That's some childish BS. We're not in high school. And if you come out here looking busted and everything like that, people are going to praise your looks every damn day. All right. I just feel like this. I'm working on myself and doing what I need to do. I genuinely appreciate you guys. I genuinely care about what you guys go through. You know why? Because there was a time, well, I was so busy just trying to be well, and I was living this careless life, not understanding how this drug was affecting my life and the people around me. So if you guys, not you guys, want me to feel ashamed about that, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because now is a time for me to continue to heal, continue to be there for other people, be empathetic, and live a life so other people know that they can change if they choose to change their life. I don't care if it's a food addiction. I don't care what it is. We don't like to talk about food addictions, but some people are addicted to food. You know, I was talking to my sis, and she was telling me that something, I don't want to, something about food and how she felt like she needed more. And it's because food is very addicting. Right? When we get this processed food, trans fat is so bad for us. We don't like to talk about that shit. It's not just that you can't put those cookies down. It's because it's addicting. The sugar and its design, you know, there's a reason why you put that food in your mouth and the texture feels good. All right? For a reason. There's a reason why. The food industry is $1 billion industry. You feel that burst of flavor. It does something to your mind. There's a chemical reaction in your brain. And then you want more. It's designed that way. It's addicting. So it's not a matter of willpower. You have to really understand. It is willpower too, but you have to understand what's happening. So it's easy for us to be like, oh, she's an addict. She's an addict. But some of y'all are addicts as well when it comes to food. And it's like, but I can't talk about that kind of stuff. People want to talk about my drug habit, but if I bring up their weight, they have issues. I'm not going to bring up y'all weight because I got my own weight to worry about. But my point is this. An addiction is an addiction. Food is an addiction as well. And I'm trying my best not to swap one addiction for another. So y'all see I'm eating my salmon. I like food that's not manipulated in a lot of ways. Like, you know, it's a simple piece of salmon. I have some pistachios, but my weakness is sweet tea. I love me some sweet tea, child. But, you know, I can have it unsweetened. Attention that's choosy, Sarah. Uh-huh. That's true. It makes sense. Thank you. Some of y'all get it. Wow, what I've seen in time, I know you is you rediscovering yourself and things that you resonate with. That's exactly it, Z Sarah. You understand? I've been there and I'm still finding out about me. And that's a good thing about a journey, is seeing where you start and the progress, the little victories, right? I have to go back to the dentist. Because even though thankfully I have my teeth, right? I lost one throughout this whole crazy addiction, but I got to go back to the dentist. I'm having some type of issues. That's one of the damn things about addiction, is it tears your mouth up. And that's another thing I see in these sectors. Where's all the teeth? Did somebody find the teeth? And here's why. When you start changing your life, you want every part of your life to be healthy. And I notice a lot of people neglect their dental hygiene. And it's not a drag. I don't know if it's the cost of food. I don't know if it's because people don't get regular checkups. I don't know. And this is not a drag. But I just feel like there's so much of our own self that we need to work on that we really don't have time to be so busy tearing each other down. And I see a lot of people at big ages that's living like these young people. And I'm like, your health is wealth, truly. And a lot of them are neglecting their health, and that's why they're online bitter, talking about they're going to beat everybody up because they're miserable. Imagine. No shame. You tackle it head on. People have all kinds of addiction. I hope that y'all are not feeling like I'm attacking anybody. I'm just talking to you. Moderation is the key when it comes to food. Food has been the most difficult thing for me. And I didn't realize. So I have a friend, hey, Foxy, and I'm on the fence because I wanted to bring a dealer on to interview, but some of you are saying it's a bad idea. Some of you are saying it's a good idea. In particular, my old one. But I don't know if we're going to do that. I don't know. Maybe not, because it's too much. I get trolled. But I can't bring on a dealer to talk about shit. Where was I going with that conversation? Where was I going with the dealer? I forgot. There's a reason I brought it up, but I forgot now. Oh, that's why I was talking about it. Okay. So, okay, let's talk about somebody else besides my old dealer, right? There's some people that's my friends in recovery. And one thing that y'all want me to bring my old ex? He doesn't do drugs or anything. He's not my ex-boyfriend or anything. But he's pretty open about like his history with drugs. And I don't know if he started using off of his old supply. But one thing I noticed was the weight. Once he stopped using, I mean, it just got really big. So y'all gotta let me know if y'all interested in that one, because that's something I thought about. And so for some reason, food brings us comfort. And so a lot of people start using drugs and they turn to food. And I'm really careful about that because I don't want that to be my case. It's not even about anything else. It's just that I have to make sure that I don't fall into any more habits. And there's a lot of food related illnesses. Okay. So, you know, I try to eat what's going to make me feel good. After I have that sweet tea, do I feel great? Nah, I usually feel guilty. And that's how you know it's an addiction. When you eat something and it makes you feel bad, we do it again. So that's an addiction. No, I'm sorry. That doesn't mean that you're addicted in that kind of way, because you could just abuse stuff like food and substances, but it can lead to problems. And that's because you remember that comfort feeling and then you want it again. And so a lot of us do have weight issues. Now, I don't know about all the stats. They say that Black women are leading it in obesity and being overweight in the United States. I don't know about other countries. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Because we do like to be squishy and thicker. So, you know, I have been looking at that. But like, according to the BMI chart, I am considered overweight at BMI, body mass index of I want to say mine was at 25. I prefer mine's at about 19 for, you know, athletic reasons, but I have to give myself some grace. Usually I'm at about 20 or 21. Now I'm at 25. So BMI is BS. Okay. How you doing, Ronnie? Love you, misunderstood. You always been real. I appreciate that, Ronnie. It's good to see you, and it's good to see you doing your thing. I'm glad to see you still out here, and things are looking up for you. I'm glad. And we don't help because we like it to an extent. You like what to an extent? Okay, y'all. So, hey, Daquan, what's good? You have to know who you are and what works for your life. And for me, I don't mind that. Oh, the thickness? You like the thickness. And there's some countries where, y'all know, I can't remember that African country where the young girls, and this is controversial, they're force fed. Y'all know what I'm talking about? This is African country where the young girls are force fed to eat more. And they're thick. And it's controversial because now in that country, it's a country in Africa, but I can't remember the country right now. Now it's controversial because they're talking about obesity and stuff like that. But for them to get married, they want them fat, fertile, very, and a lot of these girls don't want to look like that, especially with westernized cultures and stuff like that. But it's just interesting. So I know food. There's a complicated history with food. Oh, Zero says your doctor says don't go by the BMI chart. Okay, that's good to know. You like the thickness? Okay. I know y'all like, yeah. We like thick. I love my curves. BMI is a great way to measure. It's too general. There are too many ways it can be misleading. Yeah, because I don't consider myself overweight. I just consider myself thick. Some thick. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyways, you guys, so I have a flight that I'm getting ready for, and tomorrow, you know, I'm taking my son out and we're gonna fly and do some stuff, and I'm pretty looking forward to that. So BMI isn't a great way to measure. It's too general. There are too many ways it can be misleading. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love having these conversations in my right mind. I unprivated some of my videos from when I was not as well. So my videos when I was counting down from 1 year sober, I did the shorts. So if you guys look at some of those old videos, I hope that you can see the transformation. I hope that you can see that I truly, truly try to be a good person. I have, integrity is really important to me. I'm really, really working on recovery thing. So that's mind, body, and soul. I am really trying to be that person that I've always wanted to be, right? And it takes work, but I have to wake up every day and make that choice. And I appreciate you guys. There's nothing I'm trying to get from you. All I'm trying to do is have you look at people in your own life a little differently. Maybe you can understand the addiction. Maybe you can understand. I don't mind y'all asking me questions about it, because we think that we love that person, but we're so sick. And it's not a matter of I don't love you enough to quit. It's not that. It's just that I couldn't quit until I was good and ready. And I did not understand how to even do that. I cannot understand. If some of you remember when I was first trying to, thank you, Jillian. When I was first trying to get sober, you guys, I was so proud of 3 days sober. I was so proud of 7 days sober. So when I asked that question, is relapse a part of recovery? I think did I say that right? Is relapse part of recovery? It truly is, because it took me a few times to get it right. It doesn't mean to keep relapsing your whole life. The ideal is for them to become further and further apart until you're no longer relapsing. So I used to be really proud of just a few days. And if you want to go back even further, hey, Beeline show. There was a time where I hate streaming without my camera on because I can't connect with you guys as well. Y'all can see the good and the bad shit. Listen, there's a time when I would come live. Now, this would have been in 2024, 2019, 20-ish. And I would jump, I think it was 2019. I would jump online, and I truly believed that I was sober. So I would sober up in I would have 3 hours. Some of y'all might remember this. I have 3 hours. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna jump online. Now the black sector is like, bitch, something wrong with you. But I didn't understand it. I was so proud to get to those 3 hours. And then, because I would jump online, I don't know what the hell I was talking about. And then I would get to 8 hours. Now here's the problem. Can we be for real? Here's the problem. All these people running around talking about misunderstood. I don't like misunderstood. Fuck misunderstood. God had a plan for my life. Every obstacle that was put in my way, every situation that was thrown my way, and all those people that jumped on my platform talking about they wanted to help me. They wanted to help me. They didn't want to help me. They wanted to help themselves to me, to my finances, to my story, to my addiction. And I'm not putting anybody down. And there's no reason to put names in the chat. But what I'm telling you guys is this. I truly did not understand how harmful it would be to just let anybody into my life. All right. So I'm thinking I'm just online telling you guys my story, not realizing that a lot of people were going to meet me for opportunities. Okay. The people that I reached back out to as far as friendship wise are the ones I remember, you guys. And if I forgot any of you, all you got to do is send me a DM or something. The ones that I did reach out to, because if I need to rekindle something, I'm going to initiate it. And that was one person that was on my platform who was fighting against everybody else. And she got cursed out by these people. And she was someone that, man, even to this day, I'm thinking about some of the conversations, and she would piss me off. Sometimes she'll have me in tears, and I thought she was the most evil person in the world. I did reach out to her, and we have been building a friendship, rebuilding a friendship. She is doing so well with her commentary. I'm so proud of her, and there's nothing anyone could tell me about anything from number one. I can't remember all of our conversations, but that's a beautiful thing, because friendships develop slowly. And anytime somebody wants to jump in your life, I love you, I love you, I love you. No, that's love bombing. No, they're not going to stand with you when times are tough. All right. No, those things aren't healthy. And I got to tell you that a lot of the things online that's been happening where they're like, oh, Misunderstood did all these things to those people. Think about this. I have a very public reputation. Why, if I was so bad, that they all want to get into my life? Why did they all want me on their panels and stuff? Because it was profitable. So when y'all jump into my chat talking about, oh, nobody's watching or listening, good, thank you. Because I was speaking to a very specific group of people. I don't care what sector you're from. Y'all are welcome. And I'm not giving anybody those commentaries anymore. I can get out here and act a fool. I can get out here and curse people out. I have all kinds of people in my chat. I'm not interested. That was so unfulfilling. And they know you have to not be accessible to a lot of people, because when you're accessible to a lot of people, they devalue you and they take down your value and your worth. You're spreading yourself too thin. Friends, you find them, they're a needle in a haystack for girls to really support each other, women that support each other, because you're going to have a friend that's either jealous of you, that's not happy of your success. And if you cannot spot those people out, it's going to be very damaging to your life. Your self-esteem will go down. You'll lose your sense of direction because you're worried about so-and-so being upset with you. And you have to understand that you have to be willing to walk away. It's okay, Alexis, I forgot. You told me to message you and I forgot. You have to be able to walk away everything that's going to tear your life apart. I was too accessible. All those people I was listening to someone. No, thank you for the person that sent me a link to somebody's panel. I ain't listening to no damn 8-hour live stream. But this is what I got. So many people want to bring up your past to stop you from going where you're supposed to go. They want to try to remind you of what you used to be and make it seem as if somehow you need their permission to move on. You don't need anybody's damn permission to move on. Your closure was your last conversation. And some of these people want to talk about MU when they haven't had conversations with me, nor will they ever have conversations with me again, because I have cut off access. And if I would have understood that before, you wouldn't have all these MU stories. But I have held on to a lot of secrets. I've held on to a lot of things because it takes me a lot to talk about things that you have told me in private. Now, by allowing so many people in my life, I take full responsibility of that because I was on a certain drug. So what I had to do was get rid of the drug. So now I can see when somebody is talking to me, if they are good for me or not. You know what I'm saying, with their reason. I'm talking about behind the scenes type stuff. And if the minute I said something isn't right, I cut those people off. There is no closure. And that's why some of those people are walking around mad at MU today. They're either going to tell you what I gave them financially. They're going to tell you that, oh, she told me this, or she was with this person. A lot of those stories are made up. Let me tell you something. If I have not met you, stop saying that you're my ex. You was not an ex. You were a phone buddy that got rejected. And you were upset because you thought you could disrespect me. All those people, let me tell y'all something. All these people that go around here with these fake names. When you bring up Misunderstood, you see the same people in the chats, right? You see the same people in the chat wanting to say, oh, I'm this horrible person. It's weird. It's stalkerish. Nobody should be walking around keeping files on other women. And I feel that these traits are very dangerous. Man, some of these, it's just dangerous. I think about that young girl, Shanquilla Robertson, and how she must have thought those people were her friends and she came back unalive. Listen, I do not miss anyone that is no longer in my life. The people that are in my life now are supposed to be in my life. I'm not saying to look at me and I'm not better than anybody. I have a long ways to go. I have a lot of things that I'm working out within myself. But if I could tell you anything, is to validate yourself. Stop listening to these content creators that's telling you that so-and-so is a bad person because they have their secrets. The difference is they're hiding it. The people that anger these larger content creators and these other people, I don't give a damn about your platform. I am self-made, okay? There is nothing I want from any of you because I am I take care of myself. I don't need to give you commentary for you to cash at me. I am giving you commentary. But what I'm saying is this: I don't need to come up with this storyline. You have these people telling you not to like so-and-so, or, oh, I don't like this person, so you shouldn't like this person. That's cult mentality. I don't like it. It's group thinking. And we got to this big age to need people to tell us what to do. I find it pathetic. I find it sad. And again, that's why I don't do sisterhoods. That's why, because that it requires me to isolate somebody that doesn't fit within the standard that we set up. How's that work? Why? We should be sisters. That's it. But anytime that one person is supposed to be the worst person, that if you look within that group and look at that person's past, is usually worse than the ones that we are judging. But if you like the person and they're more popular, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at my chat, but if y'all need to hit the link, you can. They're more popular, then we give them a lot of grace. And social standing is this. Social popularity. The more popular a content creator is, the more they can do the most egregious things that in our normal life we'd call it out. But social media has us all just, everything is just what is the word? Desensitized. We no longer care. You want to talk about kids? We drag kids. We fight kids. Really? That makes you a good person, but then you want to judge so-and-so. And you want to pick apart what so-and-so says and does. And the more popular a person is, the more grace we give them as we want to judge everybody else. And you see the larger content creators wanting to use the storylines from smaller people. Oh, come on my platform. Tell your story. But then you have to keep telling your story, only for them to, damn it. I wish I was a more eloquent person. Only for them to discard, I think is what I'm looking for. Discard you when they no longer need you. But they'll revisit your story. And this is why you see the same people talked about again and again, not because they're bad people. It's because their storyline brought that platform a profit. I'm trying to tell you guys as a content creator, this is one of the reasons I originally started my platform, because I know how these platforms make money. The same people are talked about. And the reason why is because they're not really trying to have a friendship with this person. They're disposable. So use their storyline. Be nice. That person's going to forgive you anyway. I know, because I was in these circles, right? They're going to forgive you anyway. So the moment I don't have anything to talk about, I'm going to bring up so-and-so, okay? Because why? Talking about so-and-so is going to bring an audience, okay? If they're really the clout, why don't they talk about themselves and bring an audience that way? Instead, they have to wait for something to happen in your life so they can pick apart your life and tell you all the reasons why you need to answer to them and show them receipts, when all you got to do is walk away and know that they're trying to use you for profit, and that's it. It's not because you're a bad person. We're all in the same space. You're trying to tell me that these people are so perfect. No, when you look at their life, there's a lot of flaws, but people excuse it and say, oh, they just need another chance, as they want to heavily judge you. And it could be for the slightest thing. I got some people mad at me because I left their platform, and to this day they wander around with a chicken with their head cut off talking about MU, and it's always the same people. So I hope y'all got something from what I said. That's all I had to say about that. I hope y'all can understand it. Put a one in the chat if y'all follow me. I want to say this to you guys. I am in a good space. I'm happy. I appreciate you guys. You rock with me, I'll rock with you. And it took a lot for me to get here, and I still have a long ways to go. But we are going for 2 years and 3 months. And being sober was the biggest flex. Is the best thing that I could have done for myself. And with that being said, I didn't just get sober for myself. I got sober because I was tired of hurting people. I was tired of every relationship just falling apart. I was tired of people just using me and taking advantage of me. And I couldn't understand it. I could not understand the part I played in it. And that's what addiction does. It hurts everybody around you. It hurts your community. So everybody has been affected by addiction in one way or another. I don't give a damn if these are not the popular subjects. I feel that more Black and brown people should talk about it. And you know what? My biggest supporters are my white supporters. Can I talk about it? And I appreciate them, because they make me feel normal about a lot of shit. But I'm hoping to create a space where everyone can see that we have something in common, and that addiction affects you no matter what your social economic background is. If it's not you, it's someone else, all right? Pills, opioids, it's affecting so many people, wealthy suburban type people, all right? And it's truly something that we all have in common. So there's no reason why we can't have these conversations. Mental health is another one. I was looking at Regina King and how she lost her son. I'll post that video. I know it's an old story, but how she lost her son to, he took his own life. Why? Because people, I don't know why, but people are miserable and they're suffering in silence because we can't have these conversations in our communities. You're not crazy. We're just not getting the help. Well, some of us are crazy. I'm crazy. We're not getting the help that we need for mental health. And there's a lot of reasons why we struggle. Finances is a big thing. Let me tell you something. When I was high, I'm listening to you, sir. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at my chat. Yeah, I know to put a question mark before. I'm sorry. When I was high, I just did not. I was having I'm going to be honest. I was having so much fun. I was so numb. I didn't understand what y'all was saying. I was having fun until it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun when so many people. No, tell me, Z, sir. I'm listening. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at my chat. When so many, I kept going through the same thing again and again. Meet this person, let this person on my panel, and then I'm the commentary, and I'm like, fuck these people. They don't understand me. No, I didn't understand what was happening. All right. I didn't understand. And for those things, I'm not going to say it took a lot to work through that. Like, damn, I made this mistake, costly, profitable mistakes. And profitable. And that's why my YouTube shorts are usually about how to deal with the past, living with regret. And I'm really big on, yes, these things happen. But if you think too much about the past, you're going to miss the moment that's happening right now. You change the things that you can. You can't change the past, but you can live today. So make the next right decision. If you made a bad decision in the past, make the next right one. Okay? If you hurt somebody in the past, don't hurt them again. And if that person is not willing to forgive you, then if you're trying to think about this, let's say you lost your kids, right? And you can't get your kids back. That's a painful thing for a mom to go through. But what you can be is caring and nurturing, or love another child, help somebody else out with their. There's ways to get over what you're going through. Me, I like to volunteer in senior homes a lot. I like to. I went to school to be around addicts, so thankfully, I thank God that worked out well because I got a job, a salary-paying job, y'all, working, just getting my foot in the door to work around other people that. Some of them struggle with substance abuse and some of them struggle with mental health issues. But I got my foot in the door, y'all. Ain't no stopping me now. But that helps me because I cannot go back and apologize to everybody that I hurt because I don't know them, because I can't remember that time. So by me helping another addict, it helps me to have peace with myself. So that's really important. So I'm understanding now why they say, okay, it's important to make amends in recovery, because that brings me peace. So, oh, it's not correct. My apologies. Let me shut up. The link doesn't work and it goes to end it live. Oh God. Let me pin this one. I've spoken up. Let me stop. But y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm not preaching at you guys, but I want a space where we could talk about every damn thing. And this salmon, y'all know this is good brain food. And that salmon skin. Here comes Charlie. I spoke enough, y'all. I'm done.
I was just trying to make sure it worked this time.
Girl, I was on a you know what it is? Let me tell y'all. If I do not finish my thought, I'm working on my brain. So you guys, the brain is a muscle, right? No, it's an organ. And TC, is that you?
It is. Hi.
If I don't finish my thoughts,
hey Charlie, how are you?
I get scattered brain, you guys, and I'm already, and I'm not using my journal. I went to buy a new journal and I didn't pick one out. But so that's why I wasn't looking at the chat that much. But I'm done. How are you guys doing? Go ahead.
I'm good. I just want to make sure it works. I'm gonna let TC take that flow. I just wanted to send y'all some love.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you, sis.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
Charlie's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Charlie. Listen, I enjoyed this word of the hour. You know what I'm saying? This was really, it was so inspirational for me. And I just want to say thank you. Cause I just came home and they got the butter from the duck today at work. You hear me?
What?
They got the butter from the duck. So your words of just empowerment were just absolutely what the doctor ordered. So thank you. I want to say to you, congratulations on your associate's degree. Go get your bachelor's degree. Go get your master's degree. When you get a master, you'll get a mister. But if you go on for your PhD, you'll get a doctor, a doctor, a Mr. Doctor. And then you can go on and do the things that you want to do. It's a beautiful thing. Here's the thing. Education, if you thought education was expensive, try ignorance.
That's right.
You see, you're making an investment. you're making an investment in yourself. Continue to do that. And if you need anything, if I can help you to find money for your bachelor's, I am with it. Okay?
Let me ask
I'll,
you this. I'm sorry, you guys. Did I pin the right link? Did you use the pin link or
no, Charlie. Somebody, I think Charlie or somebody. You sent the right one in the chat. The one that's pinned is not.
okay, let me replace that. Yeah, keep talking for a second so I can replace that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, if if you feel the need or the desire or have an epiphany to want to get your bachelor's degree, I'm with it. I'll help you, find scholarships and things of that nature. California has a really good, as a state, California has an excellent educational system. And so, because of what you're doing and where you are, I'm pretty sure that you, as resourceful as you can be, that you'll find a lot of resources. Anything that I can do to help you with anything else, then that's not a problem.
I'm
Money
glad
is
you said that. Here's why. So
okay.
so far, so I did this one program. This program that I just finished was how much? I want to say 30,000 or something like that. And I've been just paying for stuff out of. Okay, so I started my psychology degree. So far, I just been paying for everything out of pocket just because
Ooh.
that's what I knew to do. Yeah. And
Ooh.
so now that I'm going on to finish my bachelor's, I guess I need to know. I know there's a better way to do these things. So where do I
it's
start?
called scholarship. Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you think at the end? And thank you, AKD and Charlie. What do you think your GPA is gonna be?
What do
Maybe
I
not exactly, but around about.
between a 3.2 and a 3.5.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Usually over 3.0 in particular, there are a plethora of scholarships that are really, really at your fingertips.
Okay.
There's scholarships regardless. I've had some scholarships that are 2.5. Like, who can't get a 2.5? But 3.0 and 3.0 and better, you have it. So, all right, so there's a list.
Always carried
I
a
have
least
the
3.0. So some semesters, like I did my summers, my psych major, because my psych major, I carried a 4.0 just in the psych classes, and the other classes I kind of struggled, so it went down to a 3.5. So that's
okay.
pretty much where I stay.
Okay, so in your major, you have a 4.0.
In my major,
Gotcha. Okay. Well, again, I don't know if you're coming to the meet and greet and all that good stuff, but if you don't, that's okay. And if you do, that's even greater. Because I had thought about maybe sitting down with people if they wanted me to go through. And I do this all the time. I do presentations everywhere, college preparation from A to Z. And that includes non-traditional students, like as of yourself, who are seasoned individuals who are back in and matriculating into college and taking it step by step, but you're paying out of pocket. And no, that's out of pocket. I can't. No, I don't want you to do that. um so we can sit down, or we can find other ways of connecting, which is no problem, which is definitely no problem. And I can always email you information that will help you, that will direct you as well. You're on mute. Look at you. Oh, okay. So yeah, I look forward. See, I really look forward, and I get excited whenever I hear people getting ready to go back to school, especially us that are, older, that are going back to school. I really push hard, and I really go gun ho for you. So I've seen what you're
I
doing.
was trying to finish my food. I was like, keep
I
talking.
see. I love it. I love it.
This salmon, I eat cold, sis, but I love it because I don't know if y'all like salmon skin or if you like
Okay.
salmon.
Oh, well, I eat the salmon skin, but hey, it is what it is. And so you can have like words of wisdom, and you are really doing this. So thank you so much. And I think I've said this to you before in your chat on your panel. Remember this: those who dwell in the past suffer from depression.
That's right.
Those who dwell in the future will suffer from anxiety. Those who live in the present will always have peace. And you are manifesting your own peace, MU. You are doing it. And I just want to say it. I'm proud and grateful that God has blessed me for us to cross paths at this time. And
Yeah.
there are others too that I love and I'm grateful for, because we cross each other's paths and growing exponentially. So just keep on. I got you. Anything you want, any information, put it in your mind. God will send someone always. If it's not me, it will be somebody, because your heart is in a good place. Your heart is in the right place. So even if it's not me, it's going to be somebody. God got you. Don't ever forget that.
I appreciate that so much. And the fact that, I have to say this, and you said something really important. Girl, my son, okay, y'all. This dog wants some of my salmon, so whatever. Listen, I love that you said to be able to have met me right now. And I remember when you used to come on my platform, you have always spoken about either scholarships or how we can improve ourselves. And you know what? I don't even know if I can articulate this right, but the fact that you're saying it now and I can appreciate that, it's like, damn, so many things I missed out on because I didn't really understand you guys, but I appreciate you still being here and having this conversation, because I do remember you having it before, and I can understand how you're talking about right now.
And you know what? That's why I stay in the beef sector. People say, well, why are you here? Nobody in the beef sector. Well, you're not in the beef sector, but you're a friend. You're adjacent, and we're your friend and you're ours. But I feel as though that there are people in YouTube land who are like you, who are going back and doing things. There are people who are thinking about it, listening to you, watching you, and are going back to school. There are so many people who have young people and grandchildren who are going to school. I can't tell you how many people. I just came back from a school where the parents, these are YouTube people, subscribers, they got in contact with me. I went to the freshman orientation with them and their children. And they have 2 children because they're twins going to college. Going to college. You know what I'm saying? So I stay here because everybody's not about the F stuff. There are very, very intelligent people here. There are people who have children and grandchildren and family members, church members, whatever. Even if you have an enemy, okay, let's if we could get them in, no problem. That's why I'm here. And I appreciate you saying that.
I appreciate that, and regardless, the whole beef sector, not beef sector thing, listen, they bring me up, people be there, they want to talk. It doesn't matter to me. People are people. I don't care where you're from. I will always be over in y'all sectors hanging out, but
sure. Absolutely. That's
as
right.
far as I go, there was so much that I needed to do. And social media is an addiction. I think I've spoken to you guys a little bit about it. And I was online, not really taking care of the things that I needed to take care of. So I'm just not online as much. But I do appreciate you guys. And I don't really get into where I'm from because I met a lot of people. And I'm just glad to be here now. So when I go to y'all spaces, it's just a lot different. When I'm talking to you, like the conversation we're having right now, I'm just happy I'm in my right mind and I'll remember the conversation.
Okay.
I feel good about it. A lot of these things that people are upset about, not only do I not remember a lot of it, I couldn't appreciate it. Couldn't really appreciate what people were saying to me. And I'm just going forward. If you look too much into the past, you get stuck there and you'll miss what's happening right now in your life.
Right in front of your face.
That's right.
And I like it that you said you're accountable. You're taking accountability. I always say I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. Don't pacify me. Don't baby me. I'm not a victim.
Exactly. And that's what I'm glad. Number one, TC, I love how you handle stuff, and I've told you that from the beginning. And you're here, and the fact that you jump on this platform, despite my commentary, you're like, you know what? school, that's always been your thing. And, you know, there's a lot of things I just admire about you. But as far as everything that I said about people coming in and out of my life, what I'm saying, go. What I'm saying is that I couldn't understand what I was doing to myself. So when I'm talking about my experiences, it's not because I want people, oh, poor MU, because y'all, I'm not going to get that from y'all anyway. It's because I'm saying that I take accountability for what happened in my life. Not all of it was, I can't just say, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of things happened because I was addicted to something, and there was a lot of things that took place. So I'm speaking from a point of overcoming that stuff. And I think that's really important for us to do, is acknowledge our part in things and what we can change and what we can control. I can't change our minds. I can't control that, but I can control what I respond to and what I continue to do in my life.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. That's
I went through that from these conversations. Like, damn, I went through this. Like, damn, I handled this like this, and maybe I should have handled it like this. So now it's up to me to do better, to have better consequences in my own life.
That's right. There you go. You want a better outcome, and no matter what the throughput is going to be. Sometimes you're going to be detoured a little bit. Sometimes you're going to go right through it and do an awesome job. But regardless, we're still going to have to learn our lesson, take the messages, and then and then build on it. Never gain resentment. Please don't put resentment in your heart. Revenge and resentment, leave that out of the equation. You will live longer if you keep resentment and revenge out of your heart. And I'm just gonna say this because I know the dog he's ready for Ronnie Q's thing, and that's Saturday. Hey, bro.
I know. I wish I was in town. Why does it have to be this Saturday? I would enter. Listen, this dog has talent.
Of course, and he's a cutie patootie.
Oh, thank you.
And he's jealous because
his brother died from cancer from the same.
Yes. But let me just tell you this: I was honored to be able to celebrate my mother's birthday, and it was birthday and Mother's Day, in May. And
happy belated to your mom.
Thank you. And she's 84, and God blessed her every 2 years she gets her new vehicle. She is, she's a retired nurse, and she volunteers. I look at my mother. When I was going to college, she was going back to college to get her degree.
Wow.
My mother is my biggest cheerleader. I love her deeply and dearly.
Wow.
Just like your babies are watching you, and listen to me carefully. They're watching you. You're setting forth the motion of the blueprint for them. And I'm telling you, that's why when I'm in these YouTube streets, I can't act a certain way because I have too many people plus myself to answer to. And people that sacrifice, and your babies are watching you, and you have got to continue on. And even that little fur brother over there, yeah, they're watching you. He feels the love. He feels everything that you have. So keep on. And I get a little emotional because I'm a Cancer rising. So
Cancer
I love
rising.
to.
What you mean? I don't wash my hands real quick so I can eat this salmon. What you mean, Cancer rising?
Well, I'm a Cancer rising. Cancers are very emotional, and we have the tendency to, strike up a little cry. But it's a cry from just being grateful. Just being grateful. You could walk over. Just now, you walked over with your 2 legs to go wash your 2 hands.
Yup.
Because you have water and soap in your house that you are living in and sitting in, having electricity and internet so that you can do this live. You see how good and your baby, your little fur baby, is right there giving you all this love
Mhm.
and jealousy because he's selfish because he wants your attention.
I
Um,
know, I know. I'm
and that's a
like,
wonder.
yeah.
And you're in a wonderful place, and we're all of us here in a wonderful place. I know we challenges and trials and tribulations. Life is lifing. Don't get it twisted, okay? I know that. Trust me. But we're gonna get through. And I just wanted to say that you need help with the scholarships, or when you get ready to propel on to the next, just let me know.
I
That's
appreciate
it.
that. I'm gonna try. So the meet and greet. So she's talking about Shelly's S. Hutchinson meet and greet, and I believe it's September
Yes.
28th. Before I get into that, I'm gonna tell you guys about that. Skinny says misunderstood, just showing support. Thank you, Skinny. I appreciate you, and you have been so supportive. I rock with you. You know that. You guys, shout out to Skinny. If you're not subscribed to his channel, subscribe to his channel. He's doing his thing over there, and you'll like his channel. All right. So one of my mods, if y'all can grab Skinny's link and y'all go subscribe to Skinny.
Hey,
Now
Skinny. All right, Skinny.
he does his thing. He's been supportive. I said, y'all support me, you rock with me, I rock with you. That's all I care about.
Okay.
Listen, as Hutchison's having her meet and greet, keep me right, TC, because I haven't been online. September 28th.
Amen. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And I would love to go because number one, there's other people, like there's people I can meet people in the DC area, and I need a successful trip. Right? I love meeting you guys. And I know that if I go there, I know that Shelly would be, you know what I mean? It's not going to be any BS. TC, I can meet TC, I can meet Alexis and other people. So if
That's
you guys,
right. Ben's, yeah.
Benz, I forgot Benz was going. If you guys, what was I going to say? She's also accepting donations if you want to sponsor somebody to go. I'm not a selfish person, you guys. Thank y'all for donating to my channel. I don't need help traveling places, all right? I like you guys to support those that are in need, whatever. Another story for another day. I appreciate y'all donations, though. That's not the point I'm making. September 28th, you want to do a healthy meet and greet, a healthy collaboration, I say check it out. I don't know if I can go yet because of my travel plans, but I would love to go.
Okay.
I would love. Oh, yeah, because with my daughter graduating and her birthday is coming up. So if I did go, it would be kind of cool to take my daughter to the Capitol, right?
It certainly would. They all need to know the capital of the United States. You better believe it.
I would love to go. So, and if I went, I would probably bring my child. They won't meet my daughter, but I would probably bring her to do a mother-daughter trip.
Gotcha. Yeah, there you go. Oh, right. Absolutely.
Peace. um. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that would be exciting. Oh, they can't see. I got my camera off.
And
But
I think I have a group of Eastern Stars, my sisters, who want me to do like a presentation. So I'm going to be doing a presentation that Saturday, and then I guess Sunday is our meet and greet and get together and blase blase and on and on. But I'll probably be there prior to, because yeah, I'm gonna I have to set up and get ready. But yeah, I'm excited. And you said your daughter's graduating? Oh, okay.
She's graduated. So if I go to the meet and greet, they want me to do a meet and greet. I'm just saying. Well, it's not gonna be my meet and greet, but they want me to. Why are you laughing? I can meet people.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a meet and greet, but it's not for me.
It's not my meet and greet. I might fry some catfish later. Listen, yes, my daughter is. So she actually walks across the stage. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she's graduating, so that would be a cool little trip, to see where the presidents were and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Okay, all right.
yeah, we'll see, and then we can talk about the cool stuff. So
There you go. What your plans are?
If I could work that out, we'll definitely have to make that happen. Sorry, y'all, I got distracted for a second, but got distracted. I know.
Understood. I understand. But listen, I'm gonna go. I have a couple of things to do.
Thank you,
And
TC.
No problem. Thank you for allowing me to come up, and thank you to the chat. You did a wonderful session today. That was perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Serious business.
Not too that, but thank you, TC, standing right here looking at me. But
All
I
right.
appreciate that, and thank you so much for the feedback. I always appreciate you, sis. Thank you for coming up.
Anytime. All right now. Peace.
Big hugs. Yeah, hugs. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted for a little bit, but I said everything that I wanted to say. I saw Pizarro had came into my chat. Just wanted to have a conversation, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging. You have someone listening in. Zero, I have a one-track mind, y'all. But that conversation with TC meant a lot. That's my sis, and I really appreciate the fact that she wants to help me in my school journey, kind of know how to navigate the finances and things like that. So that's going to be good. Are you excited I'm going back to school?
Am I excited that you're going back to school?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So anyways, you guys. So, all right, y'all. Charlie says, girl, go get your groove on. Zero. Hope you have a good afternoon. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see y'all on the YouTube streets. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And I got to go cook. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. Alexis. I love you, sis. Charlie, thank you for coming up, letting me know that link worked. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. So again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Love you too, Lexus.